Today we are going to be talking about the surface area of prisms and cylinders. Surface area is the sum of the area of the bases and of the sides. When we use surface area, we also talk about the height of the figure, and the height of the figure is the distance between the two bases we have. Today you will see two main types of prisms, rectangular and triangular. With rectangular prisms, you can choose any two sides to be the base. Just choose one side, and then the side that is parallel to it will be your other base. With triangular prisms, the triangles will be your bases. When you're looking at a cylinder, your base will be the circles of that cylinder. So, when we are looking at finding the surface area, we're going to find something called the lateral area first. The lateral area is just the perimeter of the base times the height between the two bases. Once you have found the lateral area, you can use the lateral area to help you find the surface area. To do so, you take the lateral area you just found plus the area of the base times 2. So we're going to begin by finding the surface area of this prism. So remember, surface area is equal to lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Anytime you see a capital B, that means you are finding the area of the base. Earlier we stated lateral area is the perimeter of the base times the height, so we can show that with P times H. So we have this prism here, and I'm going to start by just finding the lateral area. So since I have the rectangular prism, I can choose any side to be my base. I always choose the side that's on the bottom. I'm going to start by finding my perimeter, so I add up all the sides. So I know the side in front is 20 inches, the side going towards the back is 5 inches, and then I need to add another 20 and another 5 to go all the way around that rectangle. And then I need to find the height between the two bases. That is 8, so I'm going to multiply what I just added by 8. Once I have written down what I need to plug into my formula, I'm going to simplify just that side. So I added the 20, the 5, the 20, and the 5, and I got 50, wrote down that 8, and then I multiplied those two together. Now I'm going to focus on finding the area of my base. So I'm going to take the base of my shape, which I said was the bottom, and find the area of that rectangle, which I take 20 times 5. Then I need to simplify that, so 20 times 5 times 2, which will give me 200. And then I need to take my two answers, so my lateral area plus my area of my base, and add them together to get the total surface area of 600 inches squared. Next, we're going to do a triangular prism. When we have a triangular prism, we are going to use the exact same formula we just did. First thing we need to do is find our base and our height. With a triangular prism, our base will always be the triangles, and the height is going to be the distance between the two triangles. First, I needed to find the lateral area. So I took the perimeter of the triangle, so I added up all the sides of the triangle and multiplied it by the distance between the two bases of the triangles, which is my height. Then I had to find the area of my triangles. Remember, area of a triangle is half the base times the height, and your base and your height of your triangle need to form a right angle. So I put that 2 there for my formula, my half from my triangle formula, and then I found the 6 of the 8 because those are the two measurements that make a 90-degree angle on that triangle. Next, I simplified each sign of that addition sign following my order of operations. And then once I had each side simplified, I added them together to get my area of this triangular prism. Next, we're going to find the surface area of a cylinder. We're going to start with lateral area again, and this time for lateral area of the cylinder, you take 2 times pi times the radius times the height between the two circles. Remember, radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. The height is the distance between the two circles, and your pi today we are going to use as 3.14. Once we found the lateral area, we can use that to find the surface area of the cylinder. So we're going to take the lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Remember, for a circle, to find the area of the base, you take pi times r squared. So we're going to find the surface area of this cylinder. So I start by writing out my formula and then filling in what I know. So I'm going to start by filling in the lateral area and taking 2 times pi, which we'll use 3.14 in our calculations, times the radius of 3.5 times the height between my bases of 11.5. Then I fill in my area formula, so 2 times pi times 3.5 squared, and then I begin to simplify each side of that plus sign. Remember, when we use pi, we are using 3.14 and not the pi feature on our calculator. When it's simplified, we have a surface area of 329 and 77 centimeters squared.